Oh, I always get like this bit before I start recording where I'm like, I gotta do the intro. I'm I can't start. I'm fine once I get into it, but I can't start.
Yeah.
Hi guys, it's B again, and today I have Brandon here with me.
What's up?
Cool.
Like, I couldn't sound any less interesting.
Cool. Yeah, and we're gonna be doing. This is the bit where I'm gonna be cutting a lot of this out because I'm gonna trip over trying to explain myself. But here we go. Basically, Shiny Pokemon. So we were talking about shinies and how some of them are trash. And basically, we've both picked a Pokemon that we don't like the shiny of, but we do like the Pokemon. Obviously, we just don't like the shiny. And we're going to try and fix it. So the line art that you can see right here is the Mega Blaziken.
Piece of art.
It is. Brandon drew that for me, and I drew something for him we'll talk about later on. So I'm just going to get started.
See, what's great about this is I have no idea what this looks like. We're just over on voice chat at the moment, so I don't know what it's going to look like until you're done with it.
Yeah.
Same with mine. You're not going to know until I'm done with it, because you just can't see it as
we'll,
it's going through.
Show them at the end.
What's nice about your line art actually doing digital work is it's very thick, so I don't have to worry too much about going over lines or having to rub out again.
Yeah.
It's very thick and solid, so I don't have to worry and can be a little bit looser with my line art, which is nice.
Yeah, I found that good for
So thank you for that.
You're welcome. I find it good for when I'm doing. The only real digital work I do is when I'm like color testing. Like I did a color test for this. I was showing it you before.
Yeah.
And it just helps me to like organize things in my head because the color scheme I picked in the end is completely different from what I planned. Because when I first started, I was like, okay, we're gonna do a purple and black because they're the best colors, so we're just gonna use those. And then I was like, nah, I should actually have some logic behind this and not just make it just purple and black.
No, that's probably not the best idea, to be honest.
But purple is best color. Aye, well, one thing I did do black, which I'm coloring now, is the claws. I like black claws, they look cool. And I think the first time I did black claws on a Pokemon was my shiny Rayquaza. I did this little chibi picture of him, and I was trying to color him in, and I accidentally slipped into his claw a bit while I was coloring. And then I was like, oh wait, that looks good! I should keep that. So that's how I ended up with the black claws on Ray. I like them, they're very nice.
Black claws, yeah.
So I'm doing the main sort of legs and also the other parts that I think in the original shiny they're just like orange. It's like the face, the bottom part of the leg, the like torso-y area. I flipped them.
What I've noticed about Blaziken, it's one of those prime examples of three-stage evolutions, which the final stage is like puberty hit them like a truck.
Yeah. My hand is all shaky, it's just great.
You've not picked a good day to do drawing and illustration. That's what I find with drawing. There's just some days I just start drawing.
Yeah.
I'm not going to draw anything decent today. It's not going to go well.
Sometimes, like, if I'm having a day like that, I might sketch, but I won't work on anything important.
Exactly the same sort of thing that I do. It's just, nah, this ain't happening. This ain't happening. Let's just call it off for today. I'm not going to draw.
I like that when I'm doing my videos, I mean, I used to do a video every week, but then I was like, this is too much. Like, maybe if I had an editor, I'd be able to do it.
I'm being too generous with my fan base.
I have nearly 100 subs now. I mean, by the time this video comes out, I might have hit 100 because I only need 2 more. We'll see.
We'll see.
But yeah,
I'll get my fans to subscribe to you, and not like doing it for the sake of it out of pity, but making sure they engage and all that fun stuff.
I don't want dead subscribers, thanks. I'd like living ones.
Subscribers are worse than no subscribers.
Aye.
Because dead subscribers just don't do anything, and they don't help your analytics in the slightest.
So I'm doing the main body bits I was talking about. I'm doing them all in like this black color. Because I'm basing the shiny more on the type of chicken that Blaziken is based on, like this fighting chicken, like literally, they're made for fighting.
For cockfighting.
Yes. I had a look at a picture of one, and it seems to be like the legs and certain parts are all in black, but then I've also done the face because it matches the legs in the color scheme of the Blaziken. And then I was gonna keep the part around the head, the sort of hair and the bit that goes over the chest. I was gonna do those in white, but then I wanted to do it like a red to match the actual animal, but then I went for like a deeper red because I don't like it to be too, like, I don't like things like oversaturated. I prefer desaturated. And then also I didn't want it in white because I thought I really wanted to do the flames white so we had a good contrast, but then it wouldn't have worked if the thing was white as well. It would have ruined the whole contrast thing. What is with this giant spike thing on his head?
What spike? Oh, it's kind of like a quiff, isn't it?
Blaziken.
Blaziken.
Oh, next time I get a Blaziken, I'm gonna call it Blaziken. It's a good name.
Blaziken.
Go, Blaziken! So yeah, I'm colouring the hands now. And I'm doing this kind of bluish colour. I think it just has like a nice contrastiness. Like, it doesn't contrast too much because I want the flames to be the contrasty part, but it stops it from looking like too much all one colour. Although I do like designs with less colours. I think they can look really good. How goeth your day?
No different when we last talked 30 seconds ago.
Awesome. Just a weird thought here. So if I choose to time-lapse this, you're still gonna hear the sound of my pencil the whole time. But yeah, I like the sound of pencils. It's a good sound. Right, what else did I want to mention? I had other notes. Let me read. I think I mentioned most of the stuff, but what I didn't mention yet is a note that I'm trying to read, but my brain is blanking and English isn't existing right now. It's great. Come on, English, come back to me. I know I learnt you at some point. Did I just get an email? Okay. This email. Okay, so I keep getting this email from someone. They've obviously found me through my website. And they're basically like, hey, you should enter this competition. And it was like some digital art competition. And I was like, oh, that's interesting that they would have, looked at my website and been like, hey, do you want to enter this competition? So I messaged them back just asking a couple questions. And I asked two main things. Like, for one, does it have to be digital? Is that the whole competition? Is it only digital? Because I'm not really much of a digital artist. In fact, on the website, the only digital thing I have is like this trash that just exists there for some reason. I should upload something else, but oh well. And also, everything on my website pretty much, and maybe even absolutely everything, is all like fan art stuff, because it's mostly Pokemon and like a couple other things. So I was like, are you allowed fan art, or does it have to be original? Because I don't really feel like creating something original for this contest, to be honest. I'm a busy people. I haven't got time for this. And then they were like, yeah, it has to be original. I'm like, well, cool, thanks for the offer, but I'm too busy for this. And then they keep emailing me like, it's ending soon. I'm like, yeah.
So why can't you get the hint?
Take the hint. Emails. And the other email that annoyed me the other day, so I'm dealing with a whole thing right now because I bought a tank for my sister because she's got snails that I also bought for her for her birthday. And the heat mat underneath the tank set on fire. And and then I contacted them and they spent like a week just mumbling around trying to figure out what was going on. And then they sent me an email like, oh yeah, it's all your fault, we're not giving you a refund. And I was like, excuse me? You what? And I called them and I was like, excuse me? You what? Can you explain why I can't have a refund? and they were saying, oh, you shouldn't have done this, and I was like, yeah, but I called and I specifically asked, is it safe to do this? And they said yes. And then he was like, no, you shouldn't have listened to us, you should have listened to the instructions. And I'm like, what even the what? Are you kidding me? The heat mat was supposed to go on the side of the tank rather than the bottom. But then they were like, oh, but no, you should have put it on the side. And I was like, yeah, but I asked you, can I put it on the bottom? And you said yes. And he's like, but you shouldn't have listened to us. You should have listened to the instructions. I'm like, what? What's the point of asking you if you're gonna... Why? Yeah, also I later found out that tank isn't intended to be for them to live in, because I found someone else selling the same thing and it was listed as a travel tank. It's just for when you're transporting them. It's not even for them to live in. I was like, feel a bit lied to right now.
Press X to doubt.
Yeah, and then that was a whole thing. And then also, he hung up on me as well, because of course he did, because he didn't give me a minute to think. I was in the middle of thinking of a question, because he just said, he said, oh, explain your setup to me. And I said, well, there's the tank, and then we put the heat mat on the bottom. And he's like, so how did you put it on the bottom? I said, we taped it on like you told us to. And he's like, no, we didn't tell you to tape it on. You should never tape it on, because then if it's taped, that'll set it on fire. And he's like, that's the reason, all your fault. I'm like, well, thanks, you told us to do that. But anyway, the main thing is that when I was thinking about it, but then he hung up, and then after he hung up, I realized, like, hold on a second, he told me I can't tape it on, and he also told me I can't put it on the bottom. So he's expecting me to put it on the side and not tape it on? How? How does that work? But yeah, so he's an idiot. I want my refund. He's not giving me my refund. It's very annoying. I'm gonna stop talking about that now. I had a good rant. Rant over. Drop pencil. I haven't got a microphone. Actually, I have got a microphone to drop. Boosh. That'll be weird on the audio. Back to talking about terrible shinies.
Back to talking about terrible shinies. What's the shiny that people always claim as good, but you don't think is very good? That's an interesting.
Well, I know one that people don't like, but I like.
Yeah.
Lucario. A lot of people. It swaps like the yellow and the blue, like so the chest is blue and the body's yellow, and I've heard a lot of people don't like that. I think it looks really cool.
Let me just...
The Mega isn't as good. It goes a bit muddy, so I don't really like the Mega as much, but it's still okay. But it's the main form I think looks really good.
It's not bad, I kind of like it.
Yeah. Also, like, Espeon. A lot of people hate Espeon, but it's kind of grown on me just because everyone hates it, and I was like, but it's Espeon. I mean, I know it's like bright green.
I hate to break the conversation, but I've just found some fan art of a shiny Lucario, but it's in the style of Goofy.
Also, I was reading, I wanted to look at all the Pokedex entries for Blaziken, but it doesn't have a Mega entry because there's no Blaziken in Gen 7. It's a shame. I like that they had all the Mega entries. Also, I love how in the games it's all like Mega Evolution's all about friendship, and it's you gotta have a strong bond, even though there's no friendship mechanic for Mega Evolution. And also, most of the entries talk about how the Pokemon's in pain and will likely turn on its trainer and murder them.
It's like a bit of pain, immense pain.
Aye.
Like some trainer you are.
The only one I can think of that's like a good one is Pinsir, because it's like it has wings, it's so happy that it can fly that it never touches the ground. Because it's so happy that it has wings. But everything else, it's like, oh yeah, it started melting and it started doing this and the other, and it's in pain, and it broke its jaw, and it wants to kill you, and it lost control of its control. Friendship. Beautiful. Broke the pencil. It's great.
Your pencil sharpener actually sounds like when you over rev like a remote control car.
Yeah. I was like, I'm so sick of sharpening pencils. Buying one that does it for me now. But yeah.
That's why I go digital, so I don't have to bother. I just have to replace the nibs, and I've got loads. I'm still on my first one, and I've got like 12.
Yeah. Did they get like worn out?
They do. They get a little bit too short. You just gotta replace them.
Yeah. I wanna get like a digital like drawing tablet at some point and try that.
Don't you have one?
I have like a touchpad, but it's not like specifically a drawing one. It's just a regular one. Like, it had a little pen,
like
but it's one of those trash pens.
It's not like my Leon 640p, totally not sponsored. I swear by this thing, and it was very cheap for...
Yeah. Secretly, I'm doing a sponsorship, and you're gonna say it for me. Because this is my video.
Oh, no. I'm not gonna get any admin for it.
Yeah, I'd be interested to, like, if I ever get big enough to get sponsors, it'd be interesting, but I'd only ever want to get, like, sponsored by something I actually care about.
Like Magic Madhouse.
Oh, please, yes. Send me free stuff. Okay, I've just got to do the flames, then I got to do the sparkles in the background, blend everything together, and that's it. I'm good. I'm not doing a background on this one.
I thought you took a lot longer with your colorings. I thought they took like hours and hours.
It's more the line art that takes forever because I've got to do it and then I've got to go over it all.
I did it then, isn't it?
Yeah, but I had to do your line art.
Yeah, but mine was more complicated to draw.
Okay, sure. Well, I'm not very good at drawing, like, I'm better at, like, the most, like, humanized things, so Blastoise is a bit trickier for me, but I had drawn it once before, so...
Excuses, B.
Hey, I'm very busy with things, like playing Mario Odyssey. See, it's very...
yeah, I'm busy too, with, I don't know, a full-time job and...
Hey, listen, I've got to complete Mario Odyssey before my boyfriend takes his Switch back. He doesn't want me to complete it before him. He's like, hey, you gotta give it back so I can complete it before you do. I'm like, yeah, but you won't though. You'll just sit there and not play it.
That.
Mm-hmm.
I'm normally the one who... I need to be more on brand. I'm taking my brand.
I'm collabing to take over your channel. That's my secret plan. I'm gonna learn your secrets and just become the female version of you.
You'd want that.
See, look, I told you right. I'm on the diet right now where I have to eat a lot of food. It's like a diet, but it's not the type of diet most people do, because most people would want to lose weight, but for me it's like I need to gain weight, because I'm just gonna curl up and die if I don't. And that is the explanation as to why our bread drawer in the kitchen has become a chocolate drawer. It's just full of chocolate now, because I've got to eat it.
That's the reason, is it? That's the reason.
Yeah, I don't even like chocolate.
What sort of a... No.
Listen, right, for like the first like maybe 8 years of my life, I couldn't eat chocolate. So I never, like, I'm not used to it, so I struggle to eat it because it just makes me feel sick. But yeah, I'll, yeah. Chocolate milk,
Yeah.
though.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah. That's my life in a nutshell. Oh yeah. I did these colours very strong. Ooh, this red looks nice when it's all blended. Ooh. This looks nice. I like this. I am pleased.
Good.
I'm having like a moment where I'm just like, ooh, let me just dab some of that off there.
Life is good.
Yep. I should draw. I'm just thinking.
Me.
Okay, but right. Isn't that's just like a thing for every artist. As soon as someone knows you can draw, it's like, draw me. I'm like, no.
Why?
Why? You think you're some kind of model?
I could put every single person who lives on this planet into a random generator and I could just draw them. Why must I draw you? Because you'll get exposure! No, I won't. No, I won't. You're just lying. You're just making that up.
Hi. Right, so we're back.
Alrighty.
We have returned. You had to go for a bit, so also, by the way, I have a horrible pun that'll make you hate me. Are you ready?
No.
You abandoned me.
Wow.
Have I lost your friendship yet? Oh, I'm the worst.
Yes, you have.
Cool. Hopefully I have it back by the end of the collab. Where were we at? So I might go ahead and time-lapse the rest of the video if I haven't been time-lapsing all of it. I don't know. I haven't edited yet, so I don't know what I'll do with that. But I might time-lapse it from here regardless because it won't sync up with what we're talking about anyway. But yeah, so while you were gone, I finished blending it all obviously and did all my highlights and all that. And I'm really pleased with all that. I didn't record this part because I decided to do this after the video. So it won't be in the process, but I'll show it at the end of the video when I do that like zoom shot where I go over the top of the picture all close up, and I don't know, I like those shots. But anyway, but I actually, because I did the flames in white, I found that the background was also white and it just made it like, it's just, they're just blending in. They're not standing out like I wanted them to. So I had to put a background on it. I just kept it simple and it's just like this grey sort of smoky background, and then I got a Sharpie and went around the outline of the Blaziken with the Sharpie a few times, which I think you do that sometimes actually with your pictures, so it kind of fits because it's your line art as well, so that works. Also, I decided I think it'd be interesting to do more of these, so if people want to send line art to me of like any Pokemon, I'm gonna try and make like a series out of fixing shinies, but then including people's line art so that it can be like a nice interactive thing. I'm not sure how many I'll do per video because I feel like I'll do a few, so I'm gonna wait for a few submissions. I already have one because I mentioned this on DeviantArt already.
I wasn't informed.
I'm sorry, I forgot to mention. That's why I'm mentioning it now.
Oh, okay.
Feel free to also use this idea if you want, but I didn't know if you'd be interested in doing that, but yeah.
Steal.
I thought it'd be a fun series because I want to do more series on my channel that are like more interactive and involve like other people and their artwork and stuff, so I thought, oh, if people send line art and then I can just do the colour part and we can fix some shinies and it will be all good. So yeah, if people want to send line art my way on whatever social media or whatever, I will make a video out of that at some point. Maybe make it a full series if enough people want to send me line art. I don't want to spend all day talking about that. I don't want to spend all day talking about that, so I'm gonna just leave something in the description to explain how that works and what, like, the requirements of the line art are. It'll be pretty simple, but I don't want to explain it all now. But anyway, I think that was everything. So I'm just gonna go ahead and show you. I'll just turn my camera on so you can see this artwork. Kaboom!
Oh, he looks great. Honestly, he looks fantastic.
Thanks.
That is an improved shiny if I've ever seen one.
Hi, well, I am excited to see what you do with your shiny over on your channel, what you're going to do with the beautiful Blastoise I drew for you.
Step on my game.
So yeah, if you are here from my channel, you should all head over to Brandon's channel. I'll put a link to his video in the description.
I don't do loads of Pokemon stuff, but I do it on occasion, and when I do it on occasion, I do it well.
Yes.
Hopefully that's a selling point.
Yeah, and your non-Pokemon stuff is really great too. I enjoy that. So yeah, thanks for joining me anyway. Hopefully we can collab again at some point. I hope you all enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and always triple save.